Now, this one, there are many non-believers who feel offended or unable to accept John 3:16.
好多嘅呢個非基督徒好覺得被冒犯，唔能夠接受約翰福音3章16節。
How can we defend the exclusivity of Christianity against all other religions?
我哋點樣去為到基督教嘅獨一性對比其他嘅宗教嚟到去產生一個嘅辯護呢？
Well, this is an interesting question.
呢個係一個好有趣嘅問題。
And I would start by saying, first of all, there is only one world.
首先我要話，只有一個嘅世界。
And this world is a unity.
而呢個世界係合一嘅。
You see, our generation understands this better than any generation in history before.
我哋而家呢個世代比過去任何一個世代更加明白呢一點。
Because in the past, if something happened in South America or in Europe, nobody in China could care less.
因為過去喺呢一個嘅南美洲或者歐洲發生咩事，中國嘅人根本唔會關心。
They didn't even know it was happening.
佢哋甚至根本唔知道曾經發生過咁樣嘅事。
But today, we know in 5 minutes.
但係今日我哋只需要5分鐘就會知道。
And we know that it can affect us.
而我哋知道呢啲嘅事對我哋有影響。
Because if there is a problem, say, in Argentina,
因為譬如話喺呢個阿根廷有啲嘅事發生。
You can walk to the store and the first thing you see on the shelf, made in Argentina.
你能夠去到嗰啲嘅架睇見有啲嘅嘢係呢個阿根廷做嘅。
You see, there is only one world.
你要知道只有一個嘅世界。
And this is a reminder to us that there is only one God.
呢一個同時都話俾我哋知道只有一位嘅上帝。
Because if there were more than one God, there would be more than one world.
因為如果多過一個上帝，就會多過一個嘅世界。
Or at least there would be argument about who was in control.
或者就算最少都會去喺度去辯論究竟邊一個喺度話事。
But there is only one God.
但係只有一位嘅上帝。
And we belong to each other.
然後我哋係屬於大家嘅。
Because we belong to Him.
因為我哋係屬於上帝嘅。
You see, we are brothers and sisters.
你要知道，我哋係弟兄姊妹。
Because we are children of the same heavenly Father.
因為我哋係同一位呢個天父嘅兒女。
Now, if we say there is only one way to God,
如果你話只有一條道路去上帝嗰度，
this is not because other people are rejected.
呢個唔係指到其他嘅人被拒絕。
It is because everybody is equal.
而係因為其實每一個人都係一樣。
There is not a first-class way to heaven.
冇所謂去天堂嘅頭等。
You know, the church is not like an airplane.
教會唔似一架飛機。
You know, when you go in an airplane, you have business class, you have first class, you have upper economy class, and then you have economy class, and then you have the baggage where the peasants go.
你坐飛機嘅時候有頭等、商務客艙，仲有經濟機位，仲有放行李嘅地方。
This is not
唔係咁樣嘅。
the faith of the church.
教會裏邊嘅信仰並唔係咁樣。
There is only one way because we must all go the same way.
得一個方法，因為我哋淨係去一齊去嗰個地方。
And therefore, of course, we are all equal.
咁當然我哋每一個人都係一樣嘅咯。
So when I preach the gospel to somebody,
所以當我向一啲人去分享福音嘅時候，
I am not saying to this person, I am better than you are.
我唔會對佢話我好過你哋。
I am saying this is the answer, and it's an answer for you as well as for me.
我會對佢話呢個係對你對我嚟講都係同一個答案。
And we want you to accept this because we want to see you in heaven.
我哋會話我哋希望你接受呢一個嘅答案，因為我哋希望見到你喺天堂嘅入邊。
You say, I often say to this is my sense of humor. tell you this, my sense of humor.
呢個係我自己嘅一啲幽默。
That the hardest command in the Bible is love your neighbor.
聖經裏邊最難嘅誡命就係愛你嘅鄰舍。
You see, I don't mind if Africans go to heaven.
我唔在乎非洲人上唔上到天堂，
Because I don't know them.
因為我根本唔認識佢哋。
But my neighbor,
但係我嘅鄰舍，
you know, the man who parks in front of my house, the man who makes all the noise,
嗰個將架車擺喺我屋前邊嘅車位，仲喺隔離嘈冤巴閉嗰個呢？
do I have to live in eternity with that?
我要唔要喺永恆中間咁樣嚟生活呢？
You know, loving your neighbor is much harder than loving a stranger.
愛你嘅鄰舍比愛一個陌生人係更加艱難。
And the real danger is not that, you know, we don't preach the one gospel for everybody.
真正嘅危險並唔係我哋將一個福音向所有人去分享，
But that we don't preach it because we really don't want those people in heaven.
而係我哋根本唔去傳，因為我哋根本唔想佢哋得救。
So I think it's rather like saying, for example, again, if I take the image from a medical image,
譬如我舉一個係用呢一個嘅醫學嘅一個嘅咁樣嘅形象。
if a new drug comes on the market that will cure a certain disease,
如果一種新藥推出呢個市場能夠醫到某啲嘅疾病，
what do we say to people? Do we say, you must take this drug to be cured for the disease?
我哋會對人講乜嘢呢？我哋會對佢話：你食呢隻藥，嗰個病就會醫得好。
Or do we say, it doesn't matter what drug you take,
定一話你會同佢講：唔理你食咩藥，
you take any drug you want and you will still be cured.
你無論食咩藥，你都會好噶啦。
That would be very irresponsible.
呢個其實係好不負責任。
And if we would never do this with our physical body,
如果我哋對我哋自己嘅身體都唔會咁樣做嘅時候，
why do we do it with our spirit?
點解我哋會對我哋嘅靈魂咁樣做呢？
That is, after all, more important.
呢個其實係更加嘅重要，
Because our physical body will disappear in the earth sooner or later.
因為我哋嘅肉身有一日喺地球都會消失，
But our spirit will survive,
而我哋嘅靈魂卻會繼續咁樣生存。
so we are talking about something that is much more important.
所以我哋講緊啲係更加重要嘅事。
You see, it doesn't really matter if my body dies of cancer.
所以唔在乎我嘅身體會死於癌症，
But if my soul dies because I have taken the wrong spiritual path,
但係如果我行緊一條錯誤嘅屬靈嘅道路，
then I am lost forever.
咁我就會永遠咁樣迷失。
And that I really do not want.
呢一個係我絕對唔想發生。
And I don't want that for you either.
我同樣唔想你發生咁樣嘅事。
You see, that is love. It is love for another person
呢個就係對其他人嘅愛，
to point them to the right way
係將佢哋指向一條正確嘅道路，
and say that these other ways, maybe they have good intentions,
話俾佢哋知道其他嘅道路或者佢哋有好嘅動機，
but they don't have the answer.
但係佢哋卻冇真正嘅答案。
You see, we have a duty to tell the truth.
我哋有責任將呢一個嘅真相去講出嚟。